Hi everyone. Thank you for clicking this link and joining me today to discuss about this simple and very interesting project. So, if you're joining for the first time or if you're not subscribed to our channel, I really request you to do us that favor. Please click on the subscribe button, like this video, and let us know what you expect in the comment section below. All right. Thank you for your genuine support. And yeah, let's start. Cool. So this project actually, I named it Secure and Smart IoT System Network Design and Implementation. Okay. So basically, this is a very simple project, but I have implemented a lot of technologies, a lot of devices here. Okay. So this project actually is on our website. So if you go to our website, gurutechnetworks.com, then just click on download projects, then under advanced and secure networking projects. So just click them. And we have a very interesting projects here. But today we're going to talk about this one, okay? So as you can see, the project name is Secure and Smart Company IoT Network System Design and Implementation. So you have an option to download this project, okay? So if I just go there, yeah. Right, so we have a case study here. So this is the case study, whatever is expected to be implemented in the project. Okay, right. So this was our topology. Okay, so if you choose to download the project, so this is where you can download the project. You can just click get via PayPal. So you're gonna be redirected to a link, a download link after the donation, where you will get a zip file. So the zip file contains a complete Cisco file, the one you see here. Okay, as well, the zip file contains a complete documentation, the one you see here. Okay, see, it has all this what do you say, yeah, topics or maybe subheadings. Okay, all right. So as well, the zip file has IP addressing table. Yeah, it should have. It's here. It's here. Okay. And also the zip file has a case study, which is in a PDF format, alongside whatever you see here on the website. The zip file as well has this topo.png, which is a screenshot of the project. And finally, the zip file has some instruction that you should look into before using this project. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'll go back to our project here. Okay, and discuss about the technologies and the device types that we implemented. All right. So basically, this project actually was meant to blend some IoT devices in this topology. So you can see this topology. One of the important devices that we've implemented are IP phone. So we've implemented voice over IP on this project. Okay. So anybody can just use the office IP phone to call each other within this network. This is a very important aspect in a network topology. That's why I'm saying this kind of a very simple but very interesting network design or topology. Another aspect that we've incorporated in this project is access points, the wireless network. As you know, in the modern world, we don't need cables to connect to the internet. We just need laptops with wireless access cards so that we use Wi-Fi. We have phones, we have tablets, etc., etc. So you can see in every segment of the network or department, we have access points to connect our wireless users. Okay, right? Then back to our main topic, the IoT. So besides the virtual security, how do I say, the logical security part of it, having a firewall and all the configuration, access control list, the password, and etc., etc. Okay, we should have the physical security part of it. And what brings the physical security part here is the IoT. So here we have what's called the IoT gateway. So the IoT gateway manages all the IoT devices that we have here. First of all, we have an IoT door. And you can see this door actually uses a wireless connection to the IoT gateway. Okay. So for example, we have cards. So you just place your card on the door and the door opens. If your card is not valid, the door won't open. Okay. Yeah. So that's the aspect of having this IoT device here, the door. Okay. So we only authorize people with valid credential, and the credential is a physical card. Okay, that is designated under your name and under your details, etc., etc. Okay. Then we have a CCTV here. Okay, for physical security. Okay. So let's say this door is at the entrance. The CCTVs are actually everywhere. So I just placed one here so that it shows the representation. Okay. So the CCTV is here to monitor whatever is going on in the office. Okay. Then we have siren. You know what siren does. Okay. You can configure siren such that whenever you can configure siren alongside the CCTV so that you restrict people going to a specific location. For example, our data center or our server farm, okay? Or maybe kind of unauthorized office where we only need our CO to go into. For example, we can just configure this siren to monitor CCTV such that whenever someone gets into the CEO office at 10 p.m. when the CEO has left, the siren should ring, okay? It's just a kind of programmatic logic that we implement. We just do some configs, Python configuration, okay? Or something like that. Then we have fan here. You know what fan does? When the temperature increases, the fan spins so that we get cool air in the room. So how do you manage all these IoT devices? They're managed via the IoT gateway here. Okay, so who is controlling the IoT gateway? The controller is here, a tablet here. So maybe we have an IT engineer whose job is just to monitor these IT devices. Okay, so they have a screen somewhere to monitor these IoT devices. All right. So this one, the IoT gateway, provides the central management of these IoT devices. Okay, but if you want to monitor them onto a screen, you need to connect to the gateway. So how do we connect to the gateway? It's just through wireless. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back to that point. Another important point is that, you know, if you go through the internet, you will understand that IoT devices actually are not secure. They have vulnerabilities, and people can take advantage of those vulnerabilities to get into our network. So how do we ensure that our network is secure from IoT devices vulnerabilities? We segment. Okay. So if you check on the IoT network, if you just click here, you will see that the IoT network, which is the LAN part. Now the LAN, you see the LAN part. There is an internet part and the LAN part. So the IoT are connected via the LAN part. Okay. So the LAN part is segmented from the actual from our network. Okay. So this is a different network. This is a different network, and it has no connection with our users network. Our users network, you can see it's 192.168. Let me just reset this. Yeah, 192.168.52.0/24, and the IP phones start with 10 dot something. Okay, but the IoT devices, it's 192.168.25 dot something. So it has no correlation with this user's network. So even if someone compromises this door, they cannot get to our users here. Okay, because we've not implemented any VLAN regarding, or any routing regarding this network or this this segment. Okay. All right. So that explains the security that we've taken into place while implementing the IoT devices. All right, so let me go back to the initial point that I was saying about monitoring these IoT devices. So we have a tablet here. So how do we monitor? It's pretty much simple. Just click there, and you go here. You see, IoT monitor. Okay, just click. Yeah, so basically, like I was saying, the IoT gateway server by default, it's implemented with an IP address. It comes with an IP address, which is 192.168.25.1. If you just click on it here, okay, under LAN interface, you can assign an IP address of your choice. Okay, and as well on the wireless, you can see you can set the Wi-Fi name and the password such that all these wireless IoT devices uses this Wi-Fi name, SSID, and this password to connect. Okay, even your tablet uses this Wi-Fi name and SSID to connect. All right, perfect. So that's pretty much simple. So we go back to our tablet, and this gateway, actually, it has a default password of username admin. So just log in. Perfect. So here are our devices. So far we have how many devices? 1, 2, 3, 4. But here we have 3. One is missing. The one missing is the door. Oh, the door is missing. All right. Okay. Let me just disconnect the door and connect again. So what I'm gonna do, go to wireless and turn off the Wi-Fi and turn on again. Let's see. So let me go back to this one and log out and log in again. Oh, the door has not come yet. Okay. Okay. Log out. Log in. Not yet. Let's try to use the second one. So I'll need a tablet. I'll need a tablet here, and I copy the the Wi-Fi name and password, and connect here. So there we go. Yep. Let's see. Let's wait until it connects. Then, yeah, there we go. So let's go to desktop, IoT monitor. Let's see how many devices we now have. I'd like to see all the devices. Yeah, perfect. So here we have all the devices. This is Packet Tracer. So we take in consideration of the bugs. Okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, due to bugs in Packet Tracer. So here you can see we have fan, we have the door, we have CCTV and siren. So we have a management GUI or interface here. So via this management interface, we can trigger function. We can just trigger something from here. So for example, this is siren, right? So you can see the siren here, it's off. It's off. Oh, on. Okay, let me just try to click this. Yeah, now it's on. Okay, initially it was off. I think this need to be changed. If I click that one, this one should turn off. Okay, that's a bug in Packet Tracer as well. Okay, so it's off. So you can, maybe I was monitoring a CCTV and I see someone heading to CEO office when the CEO is not there, maybe 10 p.m. Yeah, maybe that's a thief. So I just click siren and the siren rings. Okay. All right. So let me just turn off the siren. Then here is our CCTV. So currently it's off. So if I turn it on, we should see somebody walking in. Yeah. So let's say I see someone walking inside the CEO office at 10 p.m. Then I just trigger the siren. So the siren is ringing. Okay. Okay. And at the same time, let's say the person wants to get out of the building because they realize that they have been identified. So I'll be forced to lock the door forcefully. Okay. So I can just, the door is open. You see the green thing is open. So I can just lock the door. So the person is trapped inside. He was walking inside. I triggered the siren. Then the person tries to walk outside. Then unfortunately, he finds that I've locked the door. So he's trapped inside. Okay. So you can call security agents to apprehend that person. Okay. All right. So how do you test the fan? So you test the fan. Let's say the temperature is getting higher. So you can just turn the fan slowly. So you can see if the fan is spinning, you'll see some lines. Okay. So if I turn it to low, yeah, you see the first line. That's now the fan is running, but at a very low speed. But if I turn it to high, you'll see the lines are increased. Okay. This is fun, man. This is fun. Yeah, this is fun. So I'll just turn off all this. Yeah, so this video was due to was because of IoT, and I've explained how the IoT works in this project. Yeah, so that's all about IoT. Yeah, so maybe just to go back to our network, because you need to understand even how this network works, right? So we have IP phones here. IP phones are here. Okay, they can call each other. So let's assume I'm just going to this guy here, and I put him on this side. I click on this top. Okay, then I go to GUI. Then I go to this last guy as well. I put him this side. I click on this top, and I go to GUI. Then you can see the line number here is 108. On this side is 135. So I want to call this guy from this phone. So the other guy was 135. 5, and you call that guy. Yeah, so you can see the phone is ringing here from 108, ringing out. Okay, you can choose to pick up the phone, and you can see it's connected. It's connected. Then you hang up. That communication is completed or done. Okay. Yeah. What about the wireless connection? The wireless connection is pretty much simple. We have here Wi-Fi name here and the password. Okay, Konya 2023. Okay. So if we just go to this device here, we go to config, wireless 0. Okay. Konya 2023. Yep. So it should be able to connect. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Then DHCP is working. You can see it has received IP address. It has received IP address from the DHCP server. Okay. Yep. So that's pretty much fine. That's pretty much okay. So another thing that we want to explain here is VLANs. So you can see in this network, actually it's divided into different branches. So let's just assume the branches are close to each other, okay? Maybe from one building to another. So we name one as Toronto, Scarborough, Montreal, Ottawa, Calgary, etc., etc., okay? So you can give whichever name you like. Even if you are just say this is a IT department, HR department, yeah. But my assumption was that these branches are maybe one building away from each other. Okay. All right. So you can see each department or each branch is in a different VLAN. Okay. VLANs 10, VLAN 20, 30, etc., etc. Okay. And each branch actually is in a different network segment. This is 192.168.52.0. This is 53.0, 53.128, yeah, 54.0, 54.128, okay, depending on the number of users. You can see the number of users here is 200, here is 120, meaning we need a small block. Here is 120, etc., etc., okay. Then we designate a network segment for both data and VoIP. So this is for our devices that are connected, the users, but this is for IP phones, okay? All right, so IP phones actually are in VLAN 99, all in the entire network, okay? All right, because they're managed by this guy here, okay? So we just need them in one VLAN so that they can be managed by this one device there. Okay. All right, another thing that we have implemented here. Let's see. Like we mentioned, both the IP phones, the PCs, the wireless devices gets their IP address through DHCP. So the IP phones get their IP address from the voice gateway, but the users get their IP addresses from the DHCP server here. Okay. All right. So if I can just show you maybe a few things about the configuration. I forgot the password. I go there and click anything. Exit. Do show start. Yeah. So you can see service password encryption, just to encrypt our password so that no one can see the actual password in plain text whenever they log into the switch, or maybe if they find us eavesdrop. Okay, how do you say that? Someone trying to have a look at you while you are not aware. Yeah, something like that. Eavesdrop maybe is dealing with the hearing. It's an incorrect term there. Okay. Yeah. So the host name of the switch, the enable password. We have a username and password for SSH users. We have SSH version 2. Yeah, etc., etc. Then we have trunk there. We have inter-VLAN routing. No, not inter-VLAN routing actually, but a way to how the VLANs are being assigned to interfaces for both data VLAN and voice VLAN. Yeah, so all of that deals with the data VLAN and voice VLAN. Another thing that we have here is what it is. Okay. Line console 0. Yeah, line VTY. The banner message is here. Yeah, I think that's all we have on the switches. But on the routers, we've implemented a lot of things. For example, on these switches, on the multi-layer switches, we have 2 layers of multi-layer switches, at the access layer and at the aggregation or the core layer here. Okay. All right. So at here, we should have OSPF, we should have VLANs, yeah, inter-VLAN routing, etc., etc. So here as well, if I can just go here, do show start. Yeah, so here I just want to, okay, so I just want to show you about the inter-VLAN routing configuration. Yeah, there we go. These are the bar about that's about the inter-VLAN routing configuration. Yeah, and here is about OSPF. Yep. All right. So we have a firewall here for protection, and all that actually has been explained on our documentation. So if you download this document, you'll find all those discussed here. So you can see everything has been discussed here. Okay. All right. So I think that marks the end of this presentation. If you need this project, just click on the download, then get for your paper, right? Okay, so thank you so much, guys. And I believe this video has really helped you know how to blend or integrate IoT devices in your topology. Please subscribe to this channel, like the video, and drop a comment below so that we can know what you're thinking or what you expect from us in the next video. Thank you and bye-bye.